Well, hello Natchez. I'm Dan Gibson. I'm your mayor, and I'm coming to you on this beautiful day live from our city auditorium here in the heart of our historic downtown on Jefferson Street. A beautiful day, and we're so glad to see everyone here. This is a day that we've been looking forward to, and that is to cut the ribbon on this great building behind us. This building that dates back to 1938-39, built during the days of Franklin D. Roosevelt and his great works program that saved America during the Great Depression. We have a number of buildings and areas here in our city that go back to that time in our nation's history, and this is by far the most prominent. This huge building, seating for almost 1,000 people, has graced this city now for going on almost a century. The beautiful live oaks, the beautiful grounds, just 2 blocks from the Mississippi River. And yet, if anyone will recall, it had just a couple years ago seen its better days. In fact, the building had last been renovated in the late 1990s, and not much had been done to it since. But it has certainly hosted many, many events. And with every event comes wear and tear. And I can still recall coming to this building as a tourist long before I moved to Natchez to enjoy an opera put on by the Natchez Festival of Music and admiring the building back then. But this auditorium just a few years ago, the bathrooms weren't working. We were having to use porta-johns. We had no adequate facilities for a lot of the cast of productions, and we also were seeing a building that was every year in a state of decline. Well, part of our Natchez renewal has been to renew these historic structures. And thanks to the taxpayers of Natchez, although we didn't raise your taxes to do this, but through a bond issue that we were able to accomplish in 2021, we have been able to make $6 million in repairs to our city convention center, to our civic center, and also to this auditorium. Today marks the official end of $2 million in renovations. And we're going to call people up here in just a moment, and we're going to cut the ribbon. And I actually have a list, because I don't want to leave anyone out. But I do want to say this, in Natchez we're very familiar, as you know, with our history. And we go back in time and we think about Mayor W.J. Byrne. He was mayor here when, if you'll recall, I don't know if there's anyone here old enough to recall, but if it weren't for Mayor Byrne, we wouldn't have the bridge across the Mississippi River, the North Bridge. A lot of progress happened during Mayor Byrne's administration, including the construction of this auditorium. This auditorium is also special to me because, having grown up in Jackson, I actually grew up with the grandchildren of the architect whose name is on a bronze plaque right behind us, a man by the name of James T. Cannizzaro. Mr. Cannizzaro, a noted architect who also designed the tire plant here in Natchez, is on the plaque right behind us, along with Mayor Byrne and the aldermen and other officials at that time. And what a great testament to their work and vision that this building continues now to grace our city, and now also we can embark upon a new chapter. Before I call everyone up, I do have to say the history of this building is amazing. It has hosted so many pageants, parties, balls, and in fact, the building is really, right now, under construction in a way, as it's being set up for the Crew of Phoenix to have their annual call-out ball, which happens tomorrow night. In fact, where we are right now, we'll see hundreds of people here tomorrow night in black tie and Mardi Gras regalia, and the history of Natchez continues. Also on these grounds, we also have our Proud to Take a Stand monument, because it was here at this edifice that many of our black citizens were illegally held and arrested after engaging in a peaceful protest in 1965. Many of those were taken against their will to Parchman. They were treated cruelly, inhumanely, and last year marked the 50th anniversary of that terrible ordeal. I'm sorry, the 60th anniversary of that terrible ordeal. And we're so grateful that the names of those who were so unfairly treated are now forever marked in a beautiful monument here on the grounds of this auditorium. Natchez is full of history. That history, some of it beautiful, some of it not, but yet it is our history. And today we celebrate the beginning of a new chapter of history for our city auditorium. I want to first call up Johnny Waycaster and his team, lead architect in guiding us through the design and all that would come in making today a reality. If y'all would just come and stand, and Mr. Waycaster, I want to shake your hand and thank you. Thank you so much. You were the lead architect of the last renovation over 25 years ago. And so we thank you for being here. Also, before I go any further, to pay Mr. Waycaster, to pay the contractors, we had to have the full vision and leadership and support of our Board of Aldermen. I want to invite our Mayor Pro Tem, Sarah Carter Smith, to now come forward, and also Alderman Curtis Maroney, who is the chairman of our Public Properties Committee, to be here. And thank you. From day one, we've all worked as a team to make today happen. Alderwoman Valencia Hall was unable to be here. This is in her ward, but she did so much, along with all others, Billy Joe Frazier, Felicia Irving, Benjamin Davis, and we also want to thank Archives and History and so many who have helped us get to this point. I want to call up James Johnston, because without James's help in the back room there at City Hall, always behind the scenes and doing so much, today definitely would not be possible. Also, Jody Rudder. Jody is our director over our public properties, and I can't count the times now that Jody, during this process, has come up here and helped us to make sure all was going well. You know, we're going to have a lot more standing up here in a moment, but I do want to ask Mr. Walter Tipton to come up and stand here. Mr. Tipton manages with his group and with the help of Mr. Warren Ruther, manages our convention center, our civic center, and also, in spite of the fact that this isn't technically a part of their management, they have been vitally helpful in this renovation effort. And Mr. Tipton, thank you for all you do for Natchez. Now, Chris Smith, Smith Painting and Contracting, please come stand with us. Totally painted inside, and also including the installation of new bathrooms. Now, you may think that's a small deal, but bathrooms here at the auditorium, now that are beautiful, large, and functioning, that's a big deal. We also thank him for the work he did in creating the Patrons Lounge, the green room, new seating, ceiling, sound panels, and finishes in the main house, and repairing covered drop-off and cleaning the exterior precast stone. We actually have a little touch-up work still about to happen right here on the steps behind us. Mr. Smith, thank you. Appreciate all you've done. This isn't the only project you've done for us. Always a great project. I want to recognize also Hope Enterprises. I don't know if we have anyone from Hope, but they helped install 2 new 60-ton heating, ventilation, and cooling systems for the main house and stage area. That was a big deal. Also, what good would it be without a new roof? We want to thank Malone Roofing Services, because thanks to them, we now have an adequate roof, 1,100 square feet total of replacement and new roofing. And there are a lot of specifications, including historic specifications, that had to be followed. The remaining roofing system was replaced by independent roofing. They've done a lot of work for Natchez, and we want to thank them for all of the work they did over the main auditorium. Smith Painting, also cleaning, scraping, painting, and reglazing all of these exterior windows, and also painting the 3 pairs of entry doors. And then also we had, helping us with flooring and seating, John Grau, and the seating is beautiful. We have also a little more repairs to come just in the next week. We will be moving forward with terrazzo repairs, just some minor repairs. It is a beautiful building. Today's a beautiful day to celebrate it. I'm going to also, Mr. Sago, as a member of our community who's been a part of the history of Natchez so long, would you come stand with us? You represent the Rhythm Nightclub, and you knew and know personally many of the names on our monument there. I want to ask Chandler Russ. I see Kim Lauren with our Chamber of Commerce, if y'all would come. Other city officials. We've got Commander Best, Richard Burke, Executive Assistant, done so much. Come on, Police Chief, Cal Green, Chief Arrington, and Parks and Rec, Ron Porter. You're not getting away. We got a long ribbon. We need a lot of hands to hold it. Before we cut the ribbon, I'm going to ask our alderpersons if there's anything they would like to share.
Oh, this is just exciting time. I'm so happy to see these renovations done to such a special and historic building in our community. And the hope for the future of it is that it'll even be utilized more events here, more concerts here, and it's very exciting. So yes, and thanks to everyone who helped, like the mayor said. We appreciate you all and your hard work.
Thank you, Alderwoman Smith.
Well, as Public Properties Chairman, I'm really proud of what we've done here. I've spent a lot of time in this building over the years, over my entire lifetime. Spent a lot of time in it this week, as a matter of fact, as we get ready for our Crew Phoenix call-out ball tomorrow night. Shameless plug, tickets are available. You can come by here this evening and pick some up if you want some, or today. Great opportunity to come see the building, experience the inside, see it at its absolute best. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that tomorrow night. But I hope from this point forward that we can encourage all of our citizens to utilize this building, but also to respect it and to take care of it. I'm working hard with the Crew of Phoenix to change some of our behaviors in the past of parking on the grass and parking on the sidewalk and things like that. We all need to be good stewards of all of our public properties, starting right here. And starting this week, we are trying our best to take really good care of our facilities. So I encourage all of you who use it in the future or visit it to do the same. Thank you.
Alderman Roney, thank you. I just want to thank everyone up here for your leadership, your vision, your support. These are historic times in Natchez. We have more ribbon cuttings to look forward to as our Natchez renewal continues to roll on. Also, we want to always give a thanks to our Lord. We are a city favored because we trust in God. In God we trust. May He continue to bless Natchez. May He continue to bless us all as we work together for a great today and a better tomorrow. We will now get the ribbon, and we're going to very quickly cut the ribbon. And we're going to then come on out, everyone. We'll just stand right out here. And we're going to then tour through the building. We can't get in the way of the Crew of Phoenix, though. They are getting, getting ready.
See what they're doing. They're decorating inside. Should be something.
They're getting ready for company. The Crew of Phoenix is it is our Mardi Gras tradition. We have so many crews now. Mardi Gras is a big deal here. And actually, I believe they are now over 40 years running. Do you know what year this marks?
This is 44.
44 years. That's a big deal. It is. Well, are y'all ready? Okay, this is exciting. All right, well, let's get a picture first, and then we'll cut the ribbon. All right, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. A great day. A great day. Johnny, thank you. Follow us inside,
Let's go
and
look.
we're going to take a little look around. And you're welcome to come with the cameras. However, it's going to be a limited look around. We're going to see one of the bathrooms that has been renovated. We're going to see the large auditorium. But our goal today is not to get in the way of the crew of Phoenix, because they've got a lot of work to do. But come on, and let's just take a look around. All right. Y'all, we are still on camera. Let's walk through. When you think of all the history that has taken place here and all the people who have walked these steps, we come into this beautiful terrazzo floored entry hall. And right down here, we have new bathroom facilities, lounge space for entertainers, a green room, a new bar. It's really a great setup. We're going to just go on down and just take a quick look into one of the bathrooms. We went from bathrooms in the back that were very, very small to much larger facilities.
So for anyone who had ever been in the men's bathroom, the old bathroom in the city auditorium, this is
I think it had 2 stalls.
very nice.
It had 2 stalls.
Yeah, 2 stalls. It's got a lot better facilities now.
And the women's bathroom, we aren't going to look at it today, but the women's bathroom is double the size of the men's bathroom. No more long lines and no more porta-johns. We're going to make our way. We can just look. This is green space. We're not going to walk back there, but this is the new bar and the green room. When I say green space, green room and lounge area for the artists. But also it connects to a beautiful green space just outside for overflow during events. We're going to go back through here and see the main auditorium, seating for almost 1,000 people, and the scene of much of our Natchez history. All right. And folks, you're on camera. The crew of Phoenix is busy setting up. By tomorrow night,
This place will be jumping.
what will it be
tomorrow
like,
night.
Curtis?
This place will be jumping tomorrow night. I call it the biggest party in town every year. Some might argue with that, but all these seats will be filled. There will be lights and beautiful outfits and dancing and music, and it will be a lot of fun tomorrow night. This will be the place to be. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, come on by and get them.
It will be all kind of lights flashing, dancing, music, and Mardi Gras fun. For the 44th year, the crew of Phoenix is doing this. We're also looking at new VIP seating, that swivel. These are swivel chairs on the lower levels here. And then all reupholstered chairs throughout. All of the windows have been reglazed, repointed, repainted. We're looking at a beautiful new ceiling, new acoustic tiles, the beautiful stage, a lot of Natchez history and much more now to be
You don't have to
made.
sit in your seat and turn your head anymore.
Exactly.
Rotate your seat.
It's a great thing. It is. Well, we're about to end our live feed. To see more of it, just come and see for yourself. Not only do we have the crew of Phoenix call-out ball tomorrow night, but there are so many more events on the calendar for this year. We can't wait to see you come to Natchez and enjoy this beautiful city auditorium that is now good for another 100 years. Thank you. God bless Natchez.